Hi, John Mason. Happy New Year. How is everybody? Well, the new Congress is in business. Fortunately, not the rest of the federal government. It actually supposed to do work for the public. Anyway, and the faux indignation is being cranked up, and the news media is commercial news media is picking it up. We have the new video with showing Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez when she was in college dancing with some buddies. Like that's a bad thing. Like we can't have fun. We have the video of the internet video of Elizabeth Warren with her husband. She drinks beer with her husband. Why is that? Is that a bad thing? Hello? And then there's the stories in the media that whether Liz Warren is likable. And the Fox News crowd is saying that she's drinking beer because to prove that she is likable, thereby proving she's not likable. Likable about what? Then, now sin among sins, is the new congresswoman from Detroit, Rashida Tlaib, who told her daughter, "We're going to impeach the motherfucker." And the indignation was furious. Oh, my tender virgin ears. Oh, please. Spare me the bullshit. We have in the White House a motherfucking son of a bitch who brags about damn near raping women, grabbing them by the pussy, talking about women like they're sex toys, who during the Miss Universe pageants had the manual right to but just walk into the women's dressing room whenever he felt like. And that is what the news media is talking about. That is what's getting their asses in a bunched up. Hello? What about serious issues? What about reopening the federal government so that the people's business could be taken care of? What about dealing with Trump's stupid border wall? Like letting Trump know, hey, there ain't no border wall, Donnie. Get your head out your ass. What about a fair tax system that taxes corporations and upper class people as they should be? That they share their share of the burden. What about that? What about a national health care system where every man, woman, and child in the country is covered and doesn't have to worry about having an injury or an illness and going into bankruptcy? We're about the only developed, quote unquote, where you can go bankrupt fighting off cancer, fighting off some illness, or a loved one having an illness, or a transplant, or whatever. What about that? What about rebuilding the infrastructure of this country? The roads, the bridges, the power grids. What about that? And what about our veterans coming home from Afghanistan and Iraq and trying to find a place in society other than the homeless shelters and the prisons or the drug rehab centers for being addicted to opioids? What about that? And what about the rise of neo-fascism in this country? What about the violence, the terrorism? Yes, call it that. Terrorism. The terrorism of white supremacists like the son of a bitch that killed Jews in the synagogue while celebrating a bris. What about that? Those are the things we should be talking about. But no, we get excited about a few so-called bad words. I'm sick of this shit. But those are the real obscenities. The poverty, the lack of opportunity. That's what's terrifying to me. That's what we should be working on. Let's keep focused. As the old slogan from the Civil Rights Movement, let's keep our eyes on the prize. Let's focus on what are really substantive issues. And hopefully the new commercial news media will pick up on that. And also, I believe that both Trump and Pence ought to be impeached. I believe, from what I understand of the Mueller investigation, Pence is as culpable as Trump in the Russia investigation, the scandal of how Russian operatives have influenced our politics to such an extent that they chose who's going to be our president. A dictator dictating to us. That's what we should be worried about. Happy New Year!